it's time for vlogmas number 16. And there goes my phone. Yeah, my Android is letting me know that the message is coming in. Let's just turn this off for a minute. Hey. I got messages coming in. Cool. Yeah, this is vlogmas 16. Although it's also going to be vlogmas 17.1. The problem is that usually Sundays is kind of a write-off because the way I end up going to church on Sundays to do my studying and go to church as well, I end up going over my parents' house. That's why I vlogged from my parents' house on, I think it was the 15th, the vlogmas 15th was at my parents' house. I go in early with my dad, around 7 o'clock in the morning. The service, which is more than 1,000 years old, excuse me, is about 4 hours in length. So after you finish the service, you're kind of tired, but then you go home and eat. But the thing is, I don't sleep at night, so even when I go to my parents' house to sleep, I don't really get to sleep. And the sort of the short of it, the end result is that basically every Saturday night into Sunday I pull an all-nighter. Then you have lunch and dinner with the family, and so by the time you get back, you sleep all day. I basically got up about a half hour ago. It's 2 o'clock. It's 2:30 now. I got up around 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So there was no real time to vlog, and this is sort of what Cassandra NerdsRL, was sort of commenting on, is that sometimes when your day is a blur, there's no time to vlog. The thought of actually pulling the camera out and vlogging never actually occurs to you because the day is moving by so quickly that you only see the day in the past tense in many ways, and that's sort of where we are here. So to sort of make up for it all, what you end up doing is you do a post vlogging type of thing. So the vlogging for yesterday is occurring today, but I'm posting it as vlogmas 16. So that's why it's vlogmas 16, and you'll see in parentheses 17.1. We have to be geeks around. I'm a geek around here. I'm a geek, so we have to be. This is going to be a little bit geekish here. Every time there's an approximation, you'll see the little tilde sign, or you'll see something in parentheses where they'll further define, more accurately define what it is. So, yeah, I ended up vlogging yesterday. The vlogging was done completely on the Android. Normally what happens is that when I'm here, I'll do the filming on the Android. It'll go to the Android. It does the editing on the Android, upload it on the Android. But then when I go to send it out to Facebook, it's done on my main research desk, and all the normal pictures show up. In other words, you see it as a video, not as a link. The problem that happened with Android is when I was posting it to Facebook on Android, it just stayed as a link. It didn't. For some reason, Facebook, which is the only one that does this, when you put a link into it, to the message bar to update your status, it doesn't update the link into the standard YouTube. Where you see the box, you see a description of the video. It doesn't do it. It keeps it as a link. So you don't see the link as anything more than a link. You just sort of see, that's all you see that's there. And that kind of creates a bit of a problem when you're trying to upload, because it doesn't, and again, it's it. Facebook is the only one that doesn't do this. Tumblr doesn't have an issue. I uploaded to Nerdfighters. That didn't have an issue. The only one that really had an issue was Facebook. So Facebook really, has to get some of its act together, and or the Android at least, anyways, or on the mobile phone, if you're going to be posting videos or whatever to the site from YouTube, it should be able to update that link, and so you see the proper video. And at this point in time, it doesn't do that, and that's a particular issue. Even when you go onto the Facebook site, you try to go onto the Facebook site and correct the problem. You want to go on to the normal desktop site. it doesn't give you the normal desktop site. It gives you a stripped down mobile site. And there's no way, even though you request a desktop site, to get actually to the desktop site to sort of correct the problem. That's kind of how I got around the upload problem on Android with YouTube. With YouTube, if you log into the YouTube app, you can't upload a video like this to YouTube. You can only do it through through its own camera, and that camera doesn't have a good as quality. But if you go to the desktop site, you can upload no problem. So, you know, in other words, there is a discrepancy in terms of how you can and can't upload between the desktop app, the mobile situation, and the mobile site, and the desktop site. In other words, the mobile and the app sites for a lot of applications don't have the features that the desktop site has. So, in other words, if you're going to be doing vlogging from a device, an Android device, at some point in time you are going to need access to the desktop site in order to do the full work that you want to do in terms of vlogging. You can't vlog fully right now from the Android device itself on the apps or in the mobile sites. You actually have to drop down to the desktop site in order to resolve some of the problems. But that's that's what this is for. This is to sit down, work out the problems, work out the kinks, find where the different things are, and if possible, find workarounds for them, and then go from there. And then basically probably sometime in Christmas, I'm going to sit down and start working out the first scripts for the APIs, sort of redesign the APIs and redesign the apps, giving the portable apps, your mobile apps, your mobile sites, the functionality that the full desktop site has. So, and then that's sort of where the next goal should be, is that the desktop site should be universal across all platforms. So, if you can do that, that's the sort of where you want to go in terms of if you want to go open desktop. Then open desktop should be across all devices rather than simply be device restricted. And that's sort of how where we're going to go with that in terms of the Android work. So I begin today. Today is the where I finish up. Mondays is when I finish up the work that I have done over the week. It's sort of cleaning up the rest of the work that I've done last week, and begin and sort of schedule out the work that has to be done this week. So when I come back and do Vlogmas 17.2 or Vlogmas 17, you'll see that, and we'll sort of discuss what's going to be happening during this week and where I think things will be going this week in terms of the work. Anyways, that's it. Happy Vlogmas, and I will see you a little bit later.